So guys, ever since I actually hit my first ever 50k month, so that's 50,000 USD in a single month, well technically it was 51,000 USD in a single month. If you haven't watched that video, by the way, I broke down the numbers and stuff like that in that particular video, so go and watch that, one of my last videos on this channel. But ever since I actually surpassed the 50k per month mark, right guys, it literally has dawned on me, and I'm 110% convinced now that we all should be charging more. I'm actually gonna break down why in this exact video. So now, before I get into this, obviously make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe. And before I get into this as well, I just wanna prelude by saying kind of like, yes, I understand that charging more is easier. It feels easier than what sounds like on the tin, if you will. Because obviously when you actually are talking to a client, you wanna say a bigger number. I know what it feels like. It feels very awkward. It feels like you're almost charging too much. You're being greedy, this thing, that thing. Those, by the way, guys, are just negative connotations, negative imagery that you have about yourself. You need to read a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. I 110% recommend that book. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm actually got a couple notes on my computer, right? So I'm just going to kind of look back and forth from the camera. I don't have like a screen share for this particular video, but I'm just going to break down reasons why you should actually charge more, just real quick. So first and foremost, I've actually noticed there's a huge increase in quality when you actually charge more. So just by the law of actually charging more, right, you're actually going to attract higher quality clients. They're actually going to be less headache. You're going to actually like working with them, and you're actually going to make more money from them. So there's a few kind of like benefits right off the bat. So here's what I've got kind of like got on my sheet. So first of all, people that actually pay you more, actually take it more seriously. So when you're actually doing, for example, like consulting or SMA, and you've actually got clients and they're paying you more, and when I say paying you more, I'm not talking about like $1,000, $2,000 per month, for example. I'm talking like $2,500 and above, $5,000 and above, and that sort of stuff. So I am actually talking about, $5,000 and above, $2,500 and above, $3,000 and above. I realistically think you should actually, for like us in the SMA, in our actual agency, we've actually stopped taking on clients anything below 2,500 USD. Anything below 2,500 USD, it's not even a talking point. Anything for like consulting as well, anything below like 3,000, 4,000 USD, when it's not even a conversation. We're not even considering that. And the reason for that is because the people that pay more actually take the thing seriously. Let me give you an example. I know it sounds crazy, but take a listen to this, right? Let's say, I don't know, Gary Vaynerchuk or Grant Cardone or Alex Hormozi. Let's say Alex Hormozi came out with a free book, right? And it was all like a free course or free thing, right? Versus a course that you have to pay $10,000 to get into and actually learn. And it's got the same knowledge in it. Which one would you actually take seriously? So let me give you an example. Let me break it down even more clearly. Right now, if you was to work with me and I said I can help you get I could genuinely get your agency to 50K per month right now, and I said the actual program's free, you'd be like, okay, cool, free, that sounds kind of cool. But I'm telling you, you would jump into that because obviously you like the word free, but then you would just not take it seriously. The reason for this is because you haven't put your money where your mouth is. You don't have skin in the game. But the moment I said that it's $10,000 to get into this, and you actually pay me the $10,000, I am telling you right now, you're going to block off all distractions and you're going to focus all your energy on just my one program to help you get you from 0 to 50K. It's the same thing with your SMA clients. They're actually going to take it so much more seriously. You're actually going to have fun working with them, and they're actually going to be higher quality clients. That's basically why first of all, that's the big reason why you should actually charge more. The second reason why you should actually charge more is because obviously you get better profit margins. This leads on to a couple of indirect benefits as well. So obviously gaining better profit margins is good for business. That's your aim in the game, because it's not profit that pays for your uncle's hip replacement, as that cliche saying is. It's profit. As they say, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, as they say. So yeah, I think I got that right. So long story short, you get more profit. Because think about it, if you're charging, I don't know, $1,000 per month right now for, let's say, TikTok ads, for example, and you've got like a TikTok media buyer, somebody that runs your ads for you, the TikTok ads for you, and you're paying them $500, you're only gonna make net profit $500 there per month, which is not too great. It's not the best. I mean, it's cool, an extra $500 in the pocket. Who doesn't want that per month? But let's say you're actually charging, for the exact same service, you're charging $2,500 now, and you've still got the same media buyer, your same TikTok media buyer. All what's happened is you just changed the price. And the funny thing is, the price isn't necessarily more things. You don't have to do more things. You just have to be more valuable. You just have to make sure that your actual service is working and delivering the results that people actually want. That's all it is, guys. It's literally not about how many hours you work. It's not about how long it's going to take to get the results. It's actually, the funny thing is as well, I've actually found that clients want results, big results, and they want them fast. It's not about how much hours you put in. So I know there's a big misconception out there where it's like, well, if I'm charging $2,500 per month, how much work am I going to be doing to do that? Well, if you ask me, if you came to me and I was saying that, I'd say I'm going to do as little work as possible to get you the result as fast as possible. It sounds backwards, I know, but you need to start thinking like this. And the reason for this is because it's actually called the minimal viable product, or minimal viable end result, if you will. Minimal viable effort as well. It kind of basically states that like, you actually want to get people results in the shortest amount of time possible. And I've got a cool little story about this. Imagine, right, you have a really, really agonizingly painful tooth, and you go to, I'm pretty sure some of you probably already heard this kind of like analogy here. But let's say you've got a really like a tooth that is literally absolutely killing you to the point where you're literally in tears all day, every day. And you go into one dentist and he says that he's gonna pull the tooth out. It's gonna take him 2 seconds, but it's gonna cost you $3,000. Are you realistically going to sit there and argue with the dentist about why it's only going to take him 3 seconds to do this, and it's going to cost, you know, $3,000 or $2,000 or whatever the price is? And it's and like the point I'm trying to make is, do you want? Imagine if the doctor or the dentist, should I say, turned around and said this to you instead. Then, well, it's going to be the same $3,000 to pull out your tooth, but I can take 2 hours if you want me to. Like, which one are you really going to take? You're going to pay somebody $3,000 to take your tooth out in 2 seconds, or the same $3,000, but they're going to take 3 hours to do it. Which one are you going to take? So it's not about the actual time taken, like how much time you actually spend on the thing. It's about actually the end result, which is getting that person out of pain. And I've actually noticed that people want results now. They want results, and they want results now. That's what I've basically seen. So again, increases your profit margin. Now with your increased profit margins, you can actually do a lot of things, guys. You can actually scale quicker. Let me explain why. If you actually reinvest back into your business via the hybrid system, so let's say you've gone from charging, I don't know, 1K per month, and you've got a media by $500, now you're only making net $500. With that net profit there, there is a little room to play around with. You can go out there and hire like a virtual assistant or two to actually help you do outreach and stuff like that. But if you're charging like $3,000 for that same service, and you've still got a media buy at $500 per month, now you're making $2,500 per month. Now you can actually start looking into hiring maybe 3 or 4 people to actually start doing outreach for you. This is the thing, is what I'm trying to say. When you actually get better and bigger profit margins, you actually can take that and reinvest back into your business into actually better systems, helping you scale quicker. Some of the best business on this world, they actually obviously focus extremely hard on increasing their profit, because when you can increase your profit, that's money you can actually use then again to actually put back into the business to grow even further. It's like a vicious winning cycle. It's actually good, by the way. It's an absolutely good a cycle. Like for example, like me, if I actually want to right now, I could literally spend thousands on ads. Like literally, I could literally just blow up everything by just running YouTube ads, friggin' Facebook ads myself for getting agency clients. I could do Instagram ads for getting agency clients as well. I could do all of that sort of stuff and reinvest back into the business. And that's because I've got good profit margins. I always focus on profit margins. Not only that, guys, but that's kind of like the front end growth. That's your front end growth, because now that you're making more profit, you can actually reinvest back into hiring a team of people like virtual assistants. So instead of being able to hire like one person, just doing like 50 emails a day, now you can hire 5 people just doing 50 emails a day, or 4 people or 3 people that are doing 50 emails per day. You see how it works? And not only that, but then once you actually get client number 2, you've got another $2,500 or $3,000 coming in. You can actually do it again and again and again and again. And this, by the way, is the hybrid system. This is exactly what I've been talking about. I know that I talk a lot about Upwork and using Upwork just real quick to stack that initial cash flow so you can actually get your foot into the hybrid system. That's basically all it is, guys. It's all about taking the Upwork stuff, like closing, again, I'm not affiliated with Upwork in any way, shape or form, but using Upwork, right, to actually land a couple of low ticket clients, then taking that money and investing into hiring virtual assistants that allow you then to reach out to higher ticket clients. And then once you've actually closed like 1 or 2 higher ticket clients at like $2,500, $3,000 or whatever it is that you're actually charging, if you will, then you can actually take that net profit and actually reinvest it back into hiring more virtual assistants. And the best thing about this is that you probably will never need to worry about Upwork ever again. Upwork, to me, realistically, is just the first stepping stone. You master Upwork, you get to like 3K per month net profit with small ticket clients, and then you take that money, you hire virtual assistants, maybe 1 or 2 of them, and you actually go and get higher ticket clients outside of Upwork. Once you actually start landing clients outside of Upwork, now you've got a proven system. Then what you can actually do is actually start increasing your prices and then put it back into the business. And guys, it literally just goes like this. Woof, 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 off until you literally end up on Pluto, like literally. So you actually just end up blowing up. So that's the front end. Here's something a lot of people don't mention in the back end though. Because you're now making better profit margins, right? And you actually have, increased profit margins, should I say? That also means you can reinvest back into your business, but on the back end as well. So instead of getting a media buyer for $500, which might not be the best media buyer, you can go and hire now the best of the best media buyers because you're actually making more money. You can go and hire somebody for like 1.5K or something like that per month to manage like, I don't know, 1 or 2 different clients. So they're actually more expensive, if you will, but you actually got them as a proper team member now, and they're actually part of your actual proper agency now, not like a employee, but they're more kind of like with you, if you will. Not only that, but you can actually go out there and just literally go and find, because again, talent is expensive. This is the key that you guys need to understand. Like, your business is only as good as the people that are working in your business. A business is not about you or how technically good you are. You're actually just a captain. You need a good crew, if you will. That's the way how I see it. You don't want to be the head chef in your own restaurant. You want a team of chefs, if you will. You want some sous chefs, if you will. So long story short, guys, the way how I see this is that when you actually start making more money, you can reinvest it back into actually producing better systems, right? In the back end for your clients, which basically means you can in layman's terms, that basically means you can hire better media buyers. And because you get better media buyers, you get better results for clients. And because you get better results for clients, you can attract more clients, if you will. So your clients stay longer. That's already a win in itself because they keep paying that retainer. Not only that, but then you can actually go about using your own results that you actually get the increased and better results from the better media buyer, and actually show those to other brands that you're actually reaching out to, or other businesses that you're reaching out for your social media marketing agency, or just or if you're doing like consulting, you can actually show those particular results to other people that want to join your consulting and stuff like that. And honestly, it becomes so much more easier. This is what I love about SMA. It's hard to start at the beginning, right? But then once you actually start building up slowly, it literally gets better every single year. And the reason for that is because you get better results, better systems. You just understand the business model better. It's one of those businesses where it's kind of like it appreciates in value as the years go on. It actually gets better and better and better and better every year. Because again, you get more clients, you get better results leads to more clients leads to better results lead to more clients. It's absolutely insane. It's literally like a positive flywheel effect, if you will. So those are some of the reasons why I actually recommend you should actually increase your prices and charge more, guys. Again, just to read them out real quickly. People that pay more are going to take it more seriously. They just are. Imagine a free book versus a book that costs £10,000. Which book are you actually going to sit down and realistically read and take seriously? Obviously, if you just spent £10,000 on a book, you are for sure as hell going to go run home with that book, lock yourself in a bedroom or wherever you are, your office, and you're actually going to read that book multiple times over. So obviously you're going to take it seriously. Many people take it more seriously, you get better results as well, because they're actually willing to learn, willing to do what you actually say. Then you also are going to attract a higher quality of client because you're not feeding the bottom of the barrel, if you will, which is less headache for you and a better business and a better overall mental state. Better business, it's going to be more fun. You then get better profit margins. People then take it more seriously. You scale quicker because you can actually reinvest into the front end by hiring more team members and virtual assistants, or even just dive into running ads for your own agency or your consulting business. And because you can actually spend more, you can actually create better systems. You actually can on the front end and the back end. Like I said, you can actually go and get better team members, better virtual assistants, better software, better everything. You can afford like the best of the best software like ClickFunnels, best of the best software like Lemlist, best of the best media buyers, best of the best outreach people that actually are from the UK, that actually have fluent English and know your entire kind of like life story, if you will, that you can actually train up very, very well and not just have like a virtual assistant, but somebody who actually knows SMA. You can actually hire better people, if you will. And again, the better the people that you have in your business, the better your business is going to be. And more profit margin means you can obviously reinvest back into the hybrid system, get more people, get more team members. Now, one of the reasons why I've seen as well, guys, I just kind of really want to mention this, is that I found this really funny thing. I can't remember who says this, but I don't know where I got this from here. Maybe it was from a book, but long story short, it hit me and I was like, yeah, this is actually so true. And I found that if you aren't willing, right, to pay your prices for your services. So for example, let's say you're charging, I don't know, $2,500 and you've never bought anything for $2,500. You're just not going to believe that anybody's going to pay you $2,500, because what you're doing is you're reflecting your own internal kind of like insecurities out onto other people. That's what I've actually found. And if you can get rid of that, it's quite easy as well. We can do it one of two ways. Just ignore it. Literally just ignore it. It's called imposter syndrome. And number two, the second thing you can do is actually go out there and reinvest back into yourself. I'm not even joking. The moment I started, right, buying programs for like $2,500 or $5,000 and stuff like that, was the same moment I realized that I should probably be charging more. And the reason for that is because I was already putting my money where my mouth is, so therefore I was comfortable charging 5K. So if you aren't comfortable charging like 5K, for example, well, not 5K, excuse me, like 2,500, not 5K. I've never actually charged 5K for anything yet, just by the way, just to put that out there. I probably will be creating a new offer, by the way, it's going to be coming out at like 5K, but that's slightly for future, working on something different, by the way, something completely different for SMA, something completely different from consulting. Technically, it's both of them combined, it will be 5K. But long story short, there's no reason for me now to be uncomfortable charging 5K. I know that I spend that. What I'm trying to say, so it's like you actually have to be comfortable with these numbers, if you will. And one of the ways is obviously go and reinvest into yourself, buy a program for 5K. It's actually so funny as well, by the way, guys. It's not even just the program. First of all, you obviously take the program seriously, but it's not actually the program. It's because you've actually took 5K out of your account and paid for something for 5K. You will instantly feel comfortable charging 5K. It's really weird how it works. I'm not even joking. Go and buy something and you'll realize what I'm talking about. I've also seen that the people that are that's kind of like the point I was just about to make. I've also seen the people, who are cheapskates, basically don't invest into themselves. And by the way, just because I've told you about increasing your prices, I know that you think it's going to be a lot more difficult to increase your price and still get clients. Well, I've actually seen it actually genuinely requires the same amount of energy to sell something at 1.5K than it does like 2K or 3K or 3.5K. Like literally, guys, it requires the same amount of energy. It's the same sales process. It's the same 30-minute, 40-minute call, whatever it is. You might have to do a follow-up call, but I've noticed that the people that you work with are pretty much they're more serious. They take it seriously. They don't really care about the money. They're just there for the actual end result. And they're actually really nice clients. And again, if people aren't willing to pay, for example, like let's say you want to charge 5K. If people aren't willing to pay 5K, here's what that basically states to me. Basically, you just haven't found, it's one of two problems. It's number one is that you haven't found a problem that's painful enough, or number two is that you don't have a system or a system or process or solution that's strong enough, or an offer that's strong enough, if you will. Those are the only two reasons why people don't pay 5K for your stuff. Number one is it's not a painful enough problem. I'm telling you right now, for example, no, I don't want to be morbid or anything like that, but I'm telling you, if somebody figures out how to cure cancer, for example, in a pill form, and somebody with cancer needs that pill, but the actual pill costs $25,000, should I say? I'm telling you right now, people, even though they're broke, they will somehow find a way to frigging raise that 25,000 USD to cure themselves of cancer, if it obviously actually works, by the way. If it's actually the real deal. Obviously, that's a very morbid kind of like example there, but it's actually so true. Anybody would go and find 25,000 right now. Like literally, you probably remortgage your house, sell your car, you'd sell everything for it. That's how strong you need your offers. Obviously, that's obviously an extreme example, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Or the second thing is that you don't have a strong enough offer, if you will. Or pain problem. Technically, these two things are basically the same thing. You haven't found a problem that's painful enough, or you haven't found an offer that's actually strong enough, a solution that's strong enough, if you will. Pretty much the same thing. But yeah, guys, those are the reasons why I actually highly recommend you actually start charging more. Whatever you're charging more, add 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K to it. Like literally, I'm not even joking. And if you think you need to add more, it's not really about adding more. It's more about the value. What is it that your customers, your clients actually want? Figure out what that actually is, and offer that. And then offer the things that would be the next problem as well. So now that you've got them, what's the next problem? For example, helping real estate agents generate leads is good with Facebook, for example. But then what about the sales part? When you actually generate the lead now, what do they do with the sales? So you might have to help them with like follow-up emails. You might have to help them with sales training. So you can actually create like an agency, if you will, that not only does the Facebook stuff, but also has like a sales program that actually teaches the real estate agents to actually close the deals that you've actually generated through. That's actually a genius idea, by the way. Somebody steal that and actually implement that, because that's actually really, really good. For example, like if you create a program on SMA, for example, the next thing, what happens with SMA would be, okay, cool, now you have an SMA, but now you've got to do outreach. Well, I'll show you basically how to get outreach, but to do outreach, you need to get leads. So why not just give you the leads? There you go. That's why agent reputation is actually so freaking popular, if you will. Because I understand the next steps. And the way how you do this is just take a look at your actual client's journey or your customer's journey, and just think about the next steps and what possible hurdles they could run into, and then make sure your offer solves those hurdles. That's literally what it is, and you can charge more for that. Literally way more for that. So that's how you're going to increase your prices, guys. It's all about value. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you do want to actually enroll into implementation, that talking about prices and charging more, that will be going up to $997 eventually. It's $797 right now, so if you want to enroll, you still got a chance to enroll in that. I'm technically going to be obviously increasing the price very, very soon, but you still got to check time to enroll in that. Because the original price is supposed to be $997. I just keep raising it until it gets to $997. I'm probably going to cap it off at $997. Who knows, I might increase it. But long story short, guys, charge more. Charge more. And if you want to enroll in the implementation, the link is below. Long story short, guys. Anyway, I'll leave this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you can take some golden nuggets from this. But guys, please charge more. It's just so much more healthier for everybody. For everybody. Actually, it actually benefits the person that's actually paying you. I'm not even joking. They take it so much more seriously. It sounds weird, but the person that actually pays you even more is actually gonna benefit, because they're gonna take it seriously. You're gonna take it seriously. You're gonna have better systems, better processes. Anyway, guys, what are you doing well? See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.